Trey, can you pop?
The trick is like to cup your hands a little bit and then just like bring them hard.
Imagine applauding like that. It'd be so much work to...
Welcome to Inside My Mind, where we get into celebrities' heads to see what's really going on in there. Not sure what's gonna happen here, but let's go with it. What's going on? Back for Inside My Mind, everybody's favorite show, I guess. And today we have actor, writer, comedian, cool dude, Fred Armisen. Thanks for coming out and doing this.
But if you physically had to get on the plane and do all that stuff and...
That's true. The company didn't have to wake up at 4 a.m. to catch a flight.
Early flights are offensive.
I do like being at airports at that early, though.
And I guess you have the rest of your day. You land, you have more time once you get there. So I take it back what I said. To all the airlines out there, I meant no harm. Great work, airlines.
All right, you ready to get a little weird? You ready to go in here?
Yeah.
So what I want you to do is close your eyes and take one big breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. So as you start feeling yourself kind of leaving your body, a room starts to form around you. And as that room's forming, tell me a little bit about what it looks like.
The first thing I pictured it was being sort of classical. A room in a house that has a library. Nice windows and wood. It's a library, but not like an extensive library. It's not like meant for like, get lost in all these books. I have time to take out some of these books and look at them and put them back.
Let's grab one of these books off the shelves real quick. And as we're flipping through this book, what is it about? What are you seeing in it?
What attracted me to it was that it was like gray and it has like texture to it that's almost like cloth. I'm like, oh, this looks like a cool book. I see the word Egypt and then cats. But I don't mean like cute cats, like it's a cute cat book. I mean like old cats.
I want you to pick one of these cats in this book and just stare it straight in the eyes. Kind of draws you in. You have a connection with this cat now, and the cat's pulling you into its world. What does this cat's world look like?
Beige. I thought a little bit of Mars, but it's not Mars, but it's that just sort of rocks and sand.
You know, that cat kind of invited you to walk around, so let's walk around a little bit.
Okay.
You eventually see some lights in the distance. Tell me what you see.
They seem like man-made lights and twinkly ones. So now I do see like a boardwalk or a dock. It's humid. I don't usually like humid, but I think, oh, that's nice.
So that humid air starts getting a little more dense, a little more thick, and it starts pushing you up into the air with it. The air's caught your vibe, and now it's taking you somewhere else. And when you look up, what do you see?
It's like every photo I've seen of outer space and just above the earth.
You want to go up or down?
I don't want to make the decision.
I think the air wants you to go up. Don't worry about breathing or anything. The air's taking care of that for you. As you go higher, you break the atmosphere. Feel some of them at your fingertips. As we go and go and go, we see a vessel. A hatch opens up for you. And as we enter this vessel, what do you see?
For some reason, it felt like an 1800s vessel. So all of the fixtures are brass and copper, and there are nonsensical dials and wheels. I just drift down into it.
Let's close the hatch and thank that air that brought you here for bringing you here.
Thank you, air.
Now, as you look around the inside of this vessel, what do you see?
Really nice. Someone put aesthetics into it, more than functionality, but it's dormant. It's not open for long distance travel yet. It's more, okay, if you need to hang out at this place, sure.
Let's go find the cockpit real quick.
Okay.
So as we're walking through, we find the cockpit. And lucky for us, there's just a big red button that says on. Why don't you go ahead and smash that button? What's the steering wheel look like?
Classic ship, not upright steering wheel, but tilted at an angle.
I want you to grab it. You're now in control of this huge vessel.
All right.
Let's take it for a spin. We're just traveling through space. And as we're going and going, we're pulling up to a planet you've never seen before. It's gonna land on this yellow planet. What do you see?
I am, at the moment, I'm seeing cartoony toy figures. There are rings, but not around the planet, but in it. And these figures are just, they're all just going on with their lives. The head is a sphere, and the body is the simplest version of a body. They just look like toys, but they're living.
We're gonna go ahead and walk around with these little round head whoever they are. About how many of them do you see? Is it just like littered with them?
There's maybe only 30 or something, not that many, but it's like looking down a city street, but the city isn't a major city.
You know, it's one of these little people looking at you. One of them finally noticed. Let's go check them out for a minute, see what they're all about. How's this person looking at you?
With the same expression that I have, like we're both kind of smiling. I think he's got hair drawn on the top of his head. And we're checking each other out, but in a sort of lightly curious way.
Talking to this little toy guy and his companion. And interestingly enough, he owns a farm. I want you to come check it out.
Oh, wow. I'm following him and I'm using whatever they're using to move, which isn't my feet. It's gliding along the same rings. They're like the ramps in the Guggenheim or something, but you could see the bottom of it and the top of it. Everything is traveled by these like huge spirals.
So as we're walking around the spiral, we eventually make it to your new friend's farm. What's your first impressions of the farm?
I could see the bottom of it. So it's like a square or rectangle. It's almost like a floating balcony or something. He's growing something, and I'm surprised that he's not explaining more. It's almost like he's saying, you'll never understand what these are, but that's okay. Anyway, I grow these. I guess they're like radishes or something.
Let's take a bite into one of these.
It's a crunch on the outside, and then the inside is like a version of tofu. And I could feel more of his personality. He's not freaked out that there's this other being on his planet. He's got some real pride about his farm.
Anybody has something else to show you? You open the barn doors, and there's one more big spiral, and that's one that's gonna bring you back. So, you have any last thing you want to say to your pal?
If he ever wants to visit me, come and find me. It's a little like we both don't know what to ask of each other, and that's enough. And then the barn you described, the doors open, and that spiral all around it is black.
We were ahead approach the spiral, and as we're walking up it, start to get more aware of your feet again the higher you go. And when you're ready, when you get to the top, you're back home and you can open your eyes when you feel like it.
It's brighter, and then we're in California, and we're here. Wow.
Welcome back, man. It's different, right?
Yeah, this whole room is different. It's amazing. I heard your voice. I forgot your face. I was so gone that I forgot, I knew there was, but still, waking up was really like waking up more than I expected. How are you able to do this? How do you have the patience to take people through this? You're really good at it.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just have a very monotone voice that's good for putting people to sleep. So.
No, but you're good at thought process.
Oh no, you do enough psychedelics, your imagination just goes through the roof. And yeah. Thank you so much for coming out, man.
Thank you.
The rest of y'all, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, try not to fuck up that Delta money.
No, because those pilots will look at me. Because if I say something bad about them, those pilots will look back at me and enjoying your ride? Sorry that we couldn't leave later for your convenience.